Alrighty then! I'm Andres. I have my channel. Yeah. I'm cool like that. Sorry if I keep scratching my head here. I have a really bad sunburn and I'm healing. So yeah. So there's a lot of people around the internet right now that think that they can do the robot. Chances are you can't. And please stop trying if you can't, because it's very insulting. I do the robot. I tag myself as a breakdancer, but no. I basically just do the robot. But it's still cool. A lot of people don't realize that when you do the robot, you're not one piece anymore. You're not a human. You are some 1,600 pounds of alloy, steel, iron, and randomized metals, and wires, probably a lot of wires. Well, anything like that is not going to move in one fluid movement. No more of the shuffling. No. If you've seen Step Up 3D, you probably know Mad Chad, one of the most amazing robot dancers ever. Well, I watched that movie about 500 bajillion times, and I learned it. I'd call myself pretty good at it, too. So, when you're doing the robot, there's a few things that you gotta keep in mind. There's that this joint, and this joint work separately. There's no, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. No. It's, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. It's a bunch of separately moving pieces. This, part of your upper arm here, there's only one muscle there. It's called the piston. There's nothing there. You don't have other joints in there. It's all one part. Same thing with this here, your forearm. That's all just one thing. Nothing else moves. Your hand is just a pivot, a turn, pivot, and then your fingers are mainly just used for grabs. Your torso can be split into different parts, but mainly it's just split into upper and lower. Because there's just this little, there's the sever trick. Oh crap, what just happened to my body? Oh hey, there it is. And then your head, on the other hand, is split into your upper neck and your lower neck. And those are just the joints. Now, otherwise, you have your head, your chest, and your actual neck. Those are the three separate parts. They don't work as one. So there's none of this whole deal, you know, there's no swaying in the breeze. No, it's a fail. So, your neck, your actual neck, kind of counts as just as a, it's there. You know, it doesn't really hold any particular purpose, it's just there. Your head and your torso are what do the work. From Step Up 3D, you got Mad Chad doing this whole, you know, keep your head still, move your body around, you know. That's pretty cool. Then again, you can turn it around, move your head around, but not your body. He always wears a pair of sunglasses when he's doing his performances, which can really add a whole nother dimension to it. If you don't want to show any expression, because if you're trying to be a robot, you are trying not to be human. Kind of go hand in hand, yeah? Yeah. So when you have a pair of sunglasses on, straight expression, you got nothing to it. Do your little performance act. Done. It's pretty simple. With the head movements, those can get pretty interesting at sometimes. If you use your hand to do that, I like to use my ring finger and my middle finger for the top of my head, my thumb for my chin, or to move my chin around, and my pinky and my pointer finger kind of act as like a twist. You can do that from a distance, or you can kind of do it right here. It's not as interesting when you do it right up close. But when you do it from a distance, it kind of adds a whole nother dimension to it that can get pretty interesting, actually. What a lot of people like to do is the torso pivot. Now, when you do a torso pivot, you gotta keep in mind that you are now 1,600 pounds of metal, steel, alloy, etc. Well, when you're doing a pivot, you're not gonna stop on a dime. Humans can do that, because we have the natural ability to pay attention. Robots can't. You got about 800 pounds just up here. Have fun with that. So when you pivot on your torso, you're going to want to kind of do a little bit of a shake, because it's going to take a lot of force to stop you at that point. And so there's your force. Get a little bit of a shake. And, you know, like most things, if you're going to be doing any sort of dance, it just takes repetition. You know, it just takes a lot of do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. A lot of people think, oh yeah, no, I can do this. Alright, let's do this once. Alright, I got this. Let's go. Take it to the club. And then you're at the club, you're like, woo! I'm a robot. And everybody's just kind of standing there like, oh, you're not a robot. I'm not even mildly convinced that you're a robot right now. Ain't that a shame? Anyway. And it is an extreme shame, especially for the people that actually do the robot, is that it's very insulting. Because I don't like people going in to the club trying to do the robot. I don't want to have to show them up. I want to be able to do my own thing, get my own praise for it. People are like, woo, you're a robot! Not just like, wow, he's a way better robot than him. Yeah, that's nice, but I don't want to be known as the better robot than him. I want to be known as the robot. Makes sense, right? Yeah? No? Kind of? Halfway? Alright, whatever. I know here in Oregon, where I am, woo, go Oregon, there is the Saturday Market, downtown, Portland. And there's a guy down there, he dresses in silver, you know, he's got silver paint on him, you know, he has silver sunglasses, all that cool stuff. And he plays with those fushigi things. That's all fine and dandy, and I've often wanted just to take my own little pedestal thing and just stick it up there with him, just totally insult him, paint myself in gold or something, you know. But, you know, everybody has their thing, you know. I know it always got on my nerves when people would take my thing, and then I'd have to find another thing, and I'd get really pissed at them. You know, don't be that person that just takes somebody else's thing, you know. Whether you live in Arizona, Texas, Mississippi, do your own thing. You know, if you have your own little group of friends, be that one that sticks out in the middle of nowhere that does your own thing, you know. I'm the one that does the robot really well. End of story, you know. I'll do my thing, you do your thing. Cool. Anyway, totally straying from the main subject. The whole thing is about muscle control. You know, you got your abs, pecs, shoulders, bicep and tricep, which, as we've covered, are just pistons now. Your forearm doesn't really do much, but it's there. It's nice. And yeah, so I didn't really introduce it as such, but that was a little bit of a tutorial on how to do the robot. Rock on.